when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price. Best up the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost, get the usher. No, I got you. Shock you.
Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rain.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
You know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Finish it up! Finish up! 54! Mike 54! Watch the screen! Hey, report!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
21, Mark Ingram, the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Made by Bruce Irvin. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Seahawks, 35 yards.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson has got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
2nd and 6.
Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
5-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
2nd and 20. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now Wilson on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of 1.
This time Jackson will throw it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Wilson.
That catch good for only a couple.
To DK Metcalf. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, down to the 25.
Tackled.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
It's 2nd down and
after the sack on 1st down, Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson flush to his right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
14, DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A pitch back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here we go. 58 for Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
First down
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards. First down, Seattle.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Baltimore.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 56 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Seahawks.
Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 2-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 36-yard line. Jackson
from the shotgun. It's complete to Snead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Being chased out left. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with a 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The 47-yard line.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
10 at the 15-yard line.
He's going to keep it again. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.